Now moving on to the drive shafts. We had recently cut these because they were not going to fit with this suspension at the place it was at. And so now we can take the original drive shafts that we had cut, and now we can see all I gotta do, I get a pin. I'm gonna mark this drive shaft right here. So I'm gonna snip that right there. Set that to the side. Now the front drive shaft's gonna be different. We're gonna have to cut it differently because this is the extension piece of the drive shaft, the slip sleeve that goes inside this part of the drive shaft. These things are hollow, and so this actually slides inside here, and as the suspension flexes, this slides in and out a little. So instead of cutting this piece down after having it sitting in the transfer case, like I was thinking of gluing it, and then you can't cut this because this is the piece that's going to slide in and out. So we need to cut this one right here. Make a mark with my pen here. It's hard to see, but I can see it. So let me get this drive shaft out of here. It's got it pinned in there. Alright, so now I can see exactly. Yeah, you see that shiny spot right there. So that's where I need to cut that drive shaft. And so that's what we're going to do now. So take our cutters. Very careful on this one. Because see, we got to cut it. It's going to pinch it. And then we got to trim it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it right in front of the line. I didn't pinch it as much as I thought it would. So now all we have to do is clean that up and put this drive shaft back here. And that will be a perfect match after it's cleaned up. Alright, so now get that out of the way. Now we're going to get this one. That piece went flying somewhere. We'll find that one day when I clean the garage up. And the way I clean these, just take my X-Acto knife, just scrape off the pinch. The way this plastic does, it pinches if you have just some regular cutters like that. I don't have a really nice pair that's designed for this type of work, so just make do with what I got. Let's clean this one up. Gotta be easier with this one because it's connected and all glued together. So I don't want to put too much pressure on it. Break one of the glue joints loose. All I'm doing is taking my X-Acto knife. Try to get you to see it here. I'm just cleaning this edge off here. Trying to clean it at a good angle. Oh. Just trying to make it a flat surface again. Make it round on the as far as the diameter of it, because like I said, the tool pinches it. And then you don't have a good surface to attach to. I think that's good. Alright, so any unwanted stuff out of the way. Get my pin out of the way here. Now, just in case I need my tweezers, got those over here. So we are ready to put some glue. Same glue I've been using. Testors liquid cement. And I get it in the right hand, then I'll be able to glue this in. So I'm gluing the piece that goes into the transfer case. I'm gonna put that in first. Make sure that's in all the way. So I just plugged that in there. Now the joint really is so close to the right length that it doesn't want to match up, but we are going to make it line up, hopefully, and get it really close here. One thing I hate about this glue is it's so slow setting. It holds good, but there we go. It sets slow. There we go. Now it looks good from the bottom view. Make sure it's good from the side view before I go gluing it up here. Alright, we're going to put some glue on that. Now once all this glue dries, gets bonded together, we'll come back and paint it. We want it to make sure we got glue all the way around it. If it has any extra glue on it, I'm trying to, like I said, this glue is just kind of funky. Maybe it's because it's so old. I've had this for a while. Kind of skim the glue like that a little bit. So once it dries, you don't have a big glue bubble right there. Alright. And that is the front drive shaft. All she's got to have is painted. Now, you notice I did, off camera, install the axle supports for the front. Just need painting. I installed the axle support for the rear. That's all going to be flat black. And so now, rear drive shaft. Get this in the camera for you. Same thing. Just going to glue the piece of the drive shaft that plugs into the transfer case. Plug that in. Make sure that's all the way in. And then get it right where I want it here on the drive shaft at the back. Now that is a severely articulated drive shaft right there. Then we're going to glue this in place. That one was way easier because I had more of the drive shaft to work with, to hold on to. And I didn't have a suspension piece in my way. So that is both drive shafts. That's what we were trying to get done. That was probably the hardest part we had to do, was after we got the transfer case in place, get these drive shafts the right length. They're ready to go. All we gotta do is paint them, and that will look like somebody meant for it to be that way. Alright, so on to the next modification, and get this thing completed.